Hi, you guys. I just wanted to thank Kristen for asking me to be a part of the meeting this month, and I told her I would share a little bit about host coaching. So it's something I'm very passionate about. I teach my team that host coaching is really important. Host coaching is where you earn your paycheck. So the results of your show directly correlate to how well you host coach. So I wanted to touch on that, and then I also wanted to just talk a little bit about using the KIT credit coupon, and if you're talking to your host about the opportunity that they have with the KIT credit. So I have a host packet here. I do use the folders that we can buy on a supply order, and if you're new, you would have gotten some in your kit with directions on how to create a host packet. And inside I just have catalogs and order forms, a host special and a guest special. But then in every host packet, I also include this flyer, which again would have come in your kits, or you can buy them on a supply order. And so inside that, I do stick the KIT credit coupon. And I send one of these to every single host. And then in the first host coaching call, I ask her about her wish list and some other things, which I'll kind of run through my questions here in a second. And then I also mentioned the exclusive benefit that she has as a host of being able to take advantage of the KIT credit coupon. So let me show you where to find that. And I'll go ahead and share my screen here, because it wasn't. There we go. And so you actually go in Consultants Corner under My Shows, and then you go down. There's all kinds of great information here, and you go down and it's over here on the right hand side, the KIT credit coupon, and that's where you're going to print it from. You print them 3 to a page, and then you can just cut them up and put one in each host packet. So they're right here. They're already updated with the new spring kits. Okay. And then what do you do for host coaching? I follow exactly what Home Office suggests in the My Recipe for Success, where you're going to touch with your host at least 3 times. I do like the first one to be a phone call. So what I do is I schedule a phone call with them. I've got a couple scheduled for today and a couple scheduled for Monday, and let them know it's only 10 minutes, but if they can have their host packet or their catalog handy, that would be awesome. And then I also tell them that they're on my calendar. That way they know I'm committing to that time slot with them. And I ask them, I tell them I can't wait to hear what the top 10 things on their wish list are. I have a lot of my hosts go ahead and make their wish list online and then share it with me. So that's already done. And the reason I do that is it allows them to figure out how to create a password and log into the website when they're creating their wish list. And then I just have a checklist that I follow for each host coaching call. And with the first call, that's about 10 minutes. And then I do text my host, reminding them to send out the reminders about 2 to 3 days before the party. And I also text them a grocery shopping list. I use Evernote for that, and that makes it easy. And then I also check in with them the day of their party. So I let them know that we're going to talk one time, and then from there we'll do mostly text. So in the very first call, the first thing I do is ask what their the top 10 things on their wish list are, and I write them down. And that's what I start with. Just they're excited, I'm excited. I'm listening for a rock crock, a grill pan, cookware, knives. I want them to have at least 2 big ticket items on their wish list. Every host gets a folder, so I just keep track of each thing in the folder like this. Okay. And then that folder goes to the party, and all the payment and order forms come home with that too. And then once they tell me their wish list, I ask them if they have their book handy, which they always do. And I ask them to flip it over to the back, and I just say, an average show is an $800 show. And that's actually going to give you $165 free. So how does that sound? It will help you get your rock crock for free, or help you with that grill pan. And then it also gives you 4 half-price items. So typically to hit that level, you need 10 to 12 orders. And that's going to be our goal for your party, is to get 10 to 12 people there. Then we talk about how they're inviting. And I like to have my host invite at least 2 different ways. I have them hand out mini catalogs that have their information on them in person. And they can hand them out to people that are coming. They can hand them out to people that they know aren't coming, because that allows them to get more outside orders. And then I say most of my hosts actually shoot for that $1,000 level. And what I have found is that it's not that much more work to get to 1,000. That typically takes 15 to 18 orders. So the goal is to get 5 orders before the party and then 10 to 12 people at the party. And when we do that, we'll have a $1,000 show, and that bumps you all the way up to $215 free, and then 5 half-price items. And how does that sound? The other thing I talk to them about is getting bookings. I let them know that my goal is to get them at least 3 bookings from their party, and for each party booked off of theirs, they get a half-price item. So it's a way they can get more stuff on their wish list down the road. And I tell them I can usually get 1 to 2 bookings at their show, but there's typically one person who can't make it who will book a show or a catalog show. And that might be the person who says, oh my gosh, I'm so bummed I can't come, or my wish list is huge. And just ask them, do you want to have a party? And then get me in touch with them, since I won't have their contact information. And since I've started doing that, I would say my outside bookings, outside of the people coming to the party, have gone up by close to 50%. So that does make a big difference. We talk about making sure that they did use all the invitations that I sent them, and then using the little mini catalogs, and also some digital form of communication, whether it's Facebook or text invitation or both. And then the key thing that I say that I wanted to make sure I shared with you guys today is I asked them if they've ever thought of doing this, or what they would do with some extra money, depending on the conversation we've had. And I get different answers, pay off credit card debt, make a car payment, pay off school loans. Those are all common ones. And I say, okay, flip your catalog to the inside back cover, which in the new book, it's this beautiful spread here. And there's another perk that's exclusively for host. And what that is you can actually take up to $50 of the free product that you earned off of any one of these kits. And it makes that ultimate kit $199. And then I tie that back into their wish list. That kit already has a rock crock. It already has a grill pan, several of the things that are probably on their wish list. And have you ever thought of doing this? And then some people say no, and that's okay. Some people say yes, and then we talk about getting them signed up from their party, and a lot of people say maybe. And with the maybes, you want to clarify and ask more questions, just what their concerns are, and I answer their concerns, and then let them know, you can think about it up until your party. Let me know, before your party or the day of your party, if you want to go ahead and take that kit credit, because what I will do is I'll give you the bookings from your show. And you can just try this out for 4 shows, see if you love it as much as I do, and you'll have bookings right on your calendar when I leave. So make sure you let me know at your party if you're going to do this, or before your party is even better. And that way I'll make sure the bookings are yours. And I've been doing this since late fall, and we have had a lot of kit credit people since then. So it's for the first time in my career with Pampered Chef, we're actually getting kit credits used on a monthly basis. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that tips for your host coaching are useful, and I hope you start talking about the kit credit with all of your hosts. Have a great night, you guys. See you later.